Okay, I see why you couldn't hear me. I'm so sorry. Okay, got you. I see why you couldn't hear me. Oh my gosh, you guys missed so much awesomeness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so now you can hear me. In all of those moments and all of that awesomeness, right? I'm standing right here. It's the accountability of it all. It's moving and shaping and shifting and doing all of the things because as I make myself vulnerable, as I stand inside of those moments, as I am here right now, I'm saying that guess what? I'm going to do it. And in those moments, where I falter, in those moments where I'm in complacency, in those moments where I'm telling myself that this grand entrance that I know I wanted to make, I just can't do it. In those moments where you're doing that and thinking that and being that right there, somebody who has heard you on your accountability training is going to call you and they're going to say, hey, guess what? I heard you accidentally say that you wanted to give up. You alluded to that point, but oh no, because I'm already standing with you right there. I already heard your hopes and dreams. I'm already there. I'm already waiting for you. I'm already giving you a cheers for where it is that I know that you're going. So get up. And what help do you need? What help do you need inside of this moment that has you sitting right there? So if you just started listening, I'm so sorry, you guys, that I was on mute. If you just started listening, we've been talking about how to shape, then reshape where it is that you've been to where it is that you're going. And what I talked about is that you might have this notion of, guess what, everybody? I can't reshape where it is that I've been, but what I'm suggesting to you inside of this moment right here is that you grab the nuggets and the pieces of the lessons of where it is that you have been, those memories that you have right there, the good, the bad, the ugly, and then take those. We're going to sit in the power of our pause. We're going to say, hold up, wait a minute. I'm hiding no more. I'm making myself vulnerable. I'm talking about the things that's going to hold me accountable. I'm talking about where it is that I am right there on the other side with my future me. I'm saying those things and I'm meaning those things. And I'm holding myself accountable for that because I'm shaping and molding. And I talked about this Play-Doh or this dough that you're making. And why aren't we molding ourselves? Why are we defining ourselves by our past and not by where we're going, not by our future, right? We have this past, this present, and this future, but we could live in the dreams, the hopes, the dreams, the expectations of the future and walk ourselves there because in our present, we have the moment to do this, to craft, to reshape. We do it for others all the time. We tell others about their greatness all the time. But what are we telling ourselves? Where are we shaping ourselves so that then we can shift a little bit differently? Make sense? I hope so, because that A was all about acting and giving yourself that permission slip. Write yourself a permission slip. I do it with my clients all the time. I give myself permission to get out of this space where I am right now. And I know that I've been sitting in complacency. I give myself permission to create time for my son because I know that he needs that at this time. I give myself permission to actually, on my 1.5 hour drive, to just be with me, to make no calls, but just be with me. I give myself permission to cry. I give myself permission to write up that business plan. I give myself permission to actually make that call. Is Dr. Jeannie on here today? Okay. So, she told me she wouldn't be on here today, but she'll be on here next week. So listen, let me tell you what Dr. Jeannie called me last week after my session, my talk, my power half an hour with you all last week. She called me right away and she was talking to me and she said, Lolita, I'm so glad that you said what it is that you said because I don't know if you know this, but I was so scared to call you the first time. I was so nervous to call you. I saw you as this power speaker and I didn't know you, but I wanted to ask you if you could speak at the National Speakers Association right here where I am in my local chapter. And I was so nervous to call you and have that ask because what if you said no? We've all been in that place. And I said, little old me, not the person who gets on here with you every single week. Not the person who's been laughing and joking and all of the things with you. Pick up the phone. Call me. Send me a text message. And I think her first reach out was through Instagram message. And she said, hey, can you call me? Hey, can you call me? I'd love to talk to you for a minute. I didn't know she was nervous at all, but now that there's been a year, or she told me like, hey, this is the weekend that you actually spoke at my event. And I don't know if you know this, but I was so nervous to reach out to you. And she said, and isn't that funny now? Now that I've been increasing my confidence, now that I've been talking to the same people over and over again, now that I've been speaking at conferences, now that I've had so many of these people on this platform speaking at my conferences, I'm feeling good. That's about that vulnerability that we talked about, right? Shaping, then reshaping where we've been to where it is that we're going in that moment. She said, oh, I can already see this. She said, I want you to start this Thursday series here. Or is it Saturday? It's one of these days. She said, I want you to start this because we're going to have some conversations. And I want you to start this because your coaching cocktails and conversations and how you engage this group is so powerful. And I know that'll sit right there with my group. Okay. You already had a no. So why don't you just ask? Because we're shaping and reshaping where it is that we've been to where it is that we're going. She knows where her group had been. She knows where they've been. And she wants to reshape their mindset. She wants to reshape their memory. She wants to reshape where it is that they've been so she can shake it up a little bit and then shape where it is that she wants them to go. Makes sense? I hope so. There's a Facebook user who said, I have to absolutely give myself permission. Oh my gosh, write your permission slip today. What's stopping you? Write it right now. You got your phone, type it right now inside your notes. Lolita, insert your name. I give you permission to ... I give you permission to press pause. I give you permission to, what did I say last week? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I give you permission to say, hold up, wait a minute. I'm hiding no more. I give you permission to act in this here right now. I give you permission to power others as you power you. I give you permission to do that. I give you permission to celebrate the sister or the brother that's standing right beside of me because it doesn't lessen who it is that you are. I give you permission to actually help them to promote what it is that they're doing on your platform. On your platform. Why? Because you already have an audience and they want to get started. I give you permission to ask that person, can you help me? I give myself permission to make myself vulnerable and recognize that I can't journey this thing alone because where I'm going is so freaking big that I'm good with bringing you along with me. Oh my gosh. I'm good with bringing you along with me. Come on. When I'm successful, so are you. Come on this journey. You see me struggling right here? I might not even know enough to ask you. I've had people call me and say, hey, guess what? I heard you say something right here, and I think that I might have a resource for you to talk to. I heard you talking about the paper that you're writing, but I know somebody that they're doing research inside of that area, Lolita, and I think that it would be really good for you to talk to that person. Hey, you know what, Lolita? I heard what you said, and I think that it would be a great stage for you to be on right over here. Hey, I heard what you said, and there's this woman. Ramon has done this. There's a woman that I met, and I want you to talk to them. Is it okay if I pass along your information? Guys, everything is not all about us. Sometimes it's about the other person's journey. And so I want to remind you that it's okay to power others on your way to powering yourself. Just don't forget to power yourself. I have a podcast episode. I forget what number it is on Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. And in the coaching part, I did soul work. And so I had you draw out you sitting right there and imagine yourself laying on a bed in a hospital. And you have this IV inside of you. And that IV says power, right? And you turn your head and the IV is no longer there. It's fueling you with power. But did you give it to someone? Did you let someone have your power? Did somebody take it from you because you're not paying attention? And you're just giving your all to everybody else? Like, what is happening with the power that is supposed to be fueling you? So what I'm suggesting is that you know that I am getting my overhaul of power and I'm feeding from my overflow. Why? Because when I look at my future self, it's okay to shift. It's okay to shape. It's okay to reshape. Why? Because I've decided today, in this moment in time, that I am sitting in the power of my pause, that I am hiding no more. I'm recognizing where it is that I am. And I'm saying, hey, there's greatness on the other side of this thing right here, because I'm acting with my own permission slip, because I've chosen to write it down right now and give myself permission to move inside of that space. And sometimes moving inside of that space might mean that you're moving away from some people who have done some amazing things in your life. We each have a reason and a season for the moments. And it might not be that you never talk to that person again. It might just be that on this journey right here, I might have to do it alone. In this piece of my journey right here, I might need another resource. In this moment in time right now, you might be a little bit toxic, and I might have recognized that. It's okay to shape, then reshape where it is that we've been and where it is that we're going. I love that a Facebook user says, I give myself permission to pick me. Come on now. I give myself permission to choose me first. And knowing that no matter who calls it selfish, that I am in charge of this here train, period. Okay? It's hard to do sometimes, and it might sound like I'm making it sound easy, but sometimes owning your yes and respecting your no is the most difficult thing that you can do. Sometimes shaping and reshaping where it is that you've been to where it is that you're going might be one of the most difficult things that you've chosen to do. But today, in this moment, I want to challenge you to think about, in December of next year, what are you going to be celebrating? And then how are you going to get there? What pieces are you going to grab from your past? What pieces are you going to leave right there? What pieces are too heavy for you to keep on carrying? Make choices, because you're sitting in this pause right here where you are. And then you are super duper clear on the feelings of where it is that I want to be, I will be, I shall be. And then you are expecting your reshaping to shift, ... I'm expecting this reshaping to shift my business. I'm expecting this reshaping to shift my life. I'm expecting this reshaping to shift the people that I have around me. I'm expecting this reshaping to shift the amount of financial stability that I have in my life. Be specific on what this reshaping is going to do, because the more clear you are, remember I always say what? Clarity plus confidence equals commitment. Those are the 3 C's, and how clear you are is really going to help shape where it is that you're going. It's going to increase your confidence, and it's going to equal the commitment of where it is that you're going. I'm super excited to be able to share all of this with you. So King One Troy said, or Thoy said, that's why I've been asking people for help. Since people say I'm socially awkward, I've been asking for assistance for the longest. Well, here we are, Mr. King. Here's the thing, is that, King also said, I finally just created my first LLC last night. Come on now, let's celebrate that. Cheers right there. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. What can I do for immediate cash flow dealing with a living situation? Well, in our 5 minutes that we have, we can't get into all of the things, but what I will share with you right now are some considerations that you can see. So in this shaping and reshaping, let's leverage what I talked about today, these key points. In what you're asking is, what can I do for immediate cash flow? Well, you started your LLC. And so what I'll say is sitting in the power of your pause, this pause right here, you being here, what you'll find is that inside of the community where we are, we have business shapers, okay? We have people that will get you on the road to start today. We have people who can help you in that journey. And so what I talked about is sitting in the pause, is recognizing where it is that you are. You've started your LLC. So what you want to do is be clear on this LLC. What's the intention of it, right? What is my because? I started Walker and Walker Enterprises, insert your name right there, because I knew that one journey at a time, I was going to power women to live differently, to be differently, to pull out the greatness out of who it is that they are and be able to help them to shape and reshape where it is that they're going. I'm very clear. I'm writing books because I'm so clear on where it is that my business, what the impact that I want to make at the end. So what I'm suggesting is that in your pause, be very clear that my LLC was founded because ... This is the impact that I'm going to make. I'm going to help people to, let's just say, start their businesses and create cash flow. Like, what is it that your business intention is? Be clear, and then hide no more. Talk about it. Publicize it. I know you said you're socially awkward, but Instagram needs no face. You can put up a picture, right? You can put up a picture of, hey, I just started my LLC. This is what I'm doing. You can start a newsletter and push it out. right? Until you get yourself into that point where you feel comfortable interacting. You can start right here by opening up your mic. There's so many different things that I'm going to make myself vulnerable and take that mini step. We're leveraging what I talked about today in this situation. Then we're going to act. Give yourself permission. I am going to make myself uncomfortable inside of these moments. And next week, I am going to intentionally unmic and say, hey, guess what? I have something that I want to share. The nervousness that comes with it is the adrenaline of excitement and the scariness at the same time. It's that same feeling that then tells you that I'm here inside of this right now. And I'm really clear with my future me that this LLC is about to thrive. I want to power others as I power me. So I'm powering me first, but I want to empower others. I want to grant power to others because my LLC is impacting in what kind of way? Remember, we gain clarity up front. And then expect your reshaping to then what? Shift your business forward. Expect it to shift you forward. Expect it to make you who it is that you need to be as the face of your LLC. Be clear on where it is that you're going. It will increase your confidence and it will lead to the commitment of you helping your business thrive. I want you to listen to the people that come on and take those nuggets. When I wrote my book by listening to people talk, by remembering, by sitting in the power of what they were talking about, by starting writing, by crafting from things people were reminding me of, crafting some time inside of your calendar, managing what's important. And then you writing. Next thing you know, you're publishing, asking questions about how did you do that? We have so many authors. Why? Because people are listening and taking those in. So I want you to take in the nuggets, right? Coaching Cocktails and Conversations is about taking the nuggets of coaching that's going to help you in your business right now. So thank you so much for saying that. And I appreciate it. And hopefully these nuggets have not only helped you, but have given you that practical application on how you can absolutely leverage it inside of your business. I'm so excited for you. All right, you guys, anybody else have anything else in the last momento? Because I am excited to simply say thank you. All right, you guys. Well, guess what? Take these nuggets, go back and listen to them again. Take and shape where you've been to where it is that you're going. I'm so excited you were here today. All right.